We back, baby. Listen, it's your man Don Bucks. Welcome to another episode of Cheef and Chart, brought to you by Rapping Dough. You know, the home of money conversations. But this Cheef and Chart, man. We talking about options. We talking about how to read these motherfucking charts. You feel me? These people not gonna run around here printing money for all these years, and now we get a hold of this options game. You think I ain't gonna put it out there? Shit. This ain't financial advice though. But hit the like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for when your boy go live. Cause if y'all been tapped in, y'all know I've been having what's the name? Technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi and all that. So, I had to show must go on. So I had to go to different, little locations with Wi-Fi. It was real janky. It was real janky. But the show must go on, you feel me? So if y'all was here yesterday, y'all know what I said, high chances of happening today. So let's get into this chart. You feel me? Because I want to show y'all how you need to have confidence in your edge. What is your edge? Your edge is what is putting this trade in your favor. Because that's all we can go off of. No one is ever going to be 100% right. Nobody. I mean, even though my shirts say I may be wrong, but I doubt it. It's just a shirt. But check, no one is going to be right 100% of the time. We need to get that through our heads from gate. But if we not over leveraging, we shouldn't even be worried about being wrong, because we putting up money that we don't really care about. Well, I ain't gonna say we don't care about, but we don't care if we lose it because it's not a big deal. So yesterday, he was talking about what the SPY is doing because you always want to know what the overall market is doing before you bust your move, right? Because rising tides lift all ships. You heard the saying before. So the SPY is the rising tide. Usually, a lot of times out of 10, if the SPY is doing something in particular, the rest of the market is doing pretty much the same thing. So you want to keep your eye on the SPY. You might have heard that before. So the SPY has been done on a downtrend. And I did a reel yesterday. If y'all not following Rapping Dough, go over to Rapping Dough on IG and give a follow over there. But I did a reel yesterday on how to know when a downtrend is over. So I'm going to give y'all the game too. So in the downtrend, when it stops or pauses, this is an area of attention. We need to take a look here. What is it doing? Is it retracing up to continue down? Because that's typically what it does on its way down. Just like on its way up, it retraces down on its way up. You see here, on its way up, it goes down on its way up. So it doesn't just go straight up. It has to retrace at some point. So same thing on the opposite. It don't just go straight down. It has to retrace up on its way down. So when it retraces up, there's a certain level that it usually stays within on its way down. And as you can see, highlighted by these blue lines, the lower highs and the lower lows signifies a downtrend. So it's trading in that channel on its way down. And as you can see, on its way down, it retraces up to the trend channel and proceeds down. But once that trend channel is broken, that is when you want to start paying attention to a trend change. Okay. So that is what we have here. Right? We have a trend change. And what a telltale sign of a trend change that I talked about in that reel is that the last swing high of a downtrend, the last one that happened, which was this one here, right? On its way down, it swung back up and stopped. So this is the last swing high of the downtrend, right? We can even say this one is the one because this is more recognizable. Everybody sees this level. This one is a little janky, right? But this level here is one of the major last swing highs of this downtrend. When price not only breaks the downtrend channel, but also trades above the last swing high, which is highlighted with this blue line. I mean, this white line here. Let's make it bigger so y'all can see. Once this price, which happened today, because it's been on a tear, once it broke this trend channel, once it breaks this last swing high, the downtrend is officially over. Now the trend is up. All right. That's the gem I dropped in that reel from yesterday. Oh man, I wish I had some sound effects. But this is what we're doing here. So I said, okay, this is what it looked like it was doing on the SPY. So let me see what it was doing in my stock, which is MO. And then after that, I'm going to give y'all a gem before I get out of here on how you know when there's going to be a bull run, which is an uptrend, and then how you know it's going to be a bear run within the short term. I'm going to give y'all like another tool to put in your tool belt, like something to look for on the chart to confirm something that you're also seeing on the chart. So I'm going to give y'all that last. So this is what I see on the SPY. It looks like it done broke it or about to break it. Let me see. This swing high is right here. So you see it tried it before and rejected it, but we're here again. And I want to say it crossed it. But you gotta be careful with these important levels because we're not the only ones that's looking at them. And that's a lot of times, that's what we be forgetting, yo. We be forgetting that we ain't the only one looking at this daily time frame, any time frame for that matter. And where there's recognizable levels, everybody's looking at them. There's thousands of traders that's looking at the same level. So you don't know what people doing at the levels. You got people shorting the level or doing puts at the level, thinking it's going to reject, right? You got institutions that might buy through the level and then sell just to get people out of the trade. It's crazy. That's why you got to know what you're doing at them important levels. And once it's broken, though, that's why once it's broken, it's off to the races. Important levels. Me, being that I know all these recognizable levels, it'd be a lot of volatility around it. That's why when it get to them, look, when it get to these important levels, it'd be a lot of volatility. Look at it, bouncing around, hitting it, bouncing a bit, hitting it. Like, so what I'm looking for is confirmation that it busts through and stays above it. Like, at least 2 bars above it. Like, they got to stay above that, John. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'll wait for the pullback because usually when something busts through, it pulls back. Look, bust through this level, pull back. So I'll wait for one of these. You know what I'm saying? Bust through, pull back. So I'll be waiting for the. Sometime I'll see. It depends. See me. This is my stock. No, this is the SPY. But you have to find your edge. What works for you. I'm just giving you what works for me. I like pin bars as support, like these right here. I see these. Look what happens after pin bar support. All right. Pin bars that support be deep. Like after a big downturn, and then you see a pin bar at support. Boom, I probably would have caught this one right here because drop, but that ain't no pin bar. Let me go down to see, that's the daily. So you figure out what's going on daily. Y'all notice if y'all took my course, y'all been following me for any extended period of time, you see what's going on the daily, and then you take it down to your trading time frame. And your trading time frame is where you're going to be entering and exiting your play. So if you go down to the 4 hour, you're going to be drawing your levels in the 4 hour, and you're going to be making your plays, your entries, and your exits out of the 4 hour, because the support and resistance levels are different. The recognizable levels are going to be different in the daily than the ones that are in the 4 hour. The 4 hour recognizable levels are going to be different from the 2 hour recognizable levels. So you have to stay in your trading time frame, and whatever you see in there, whatever your edge is in there, it's breaking the level, it's breaking through a triangle, whatever make sure you're entering and exiting based off of the levels and your trading time frame. That was a turning point in my trading. Turning point. So that part. And then you're going to manage your whatever trading time frame you're in, you're going to manage it with the relatable time frame. Now, the relatable time frame, if you're using the 4 hour, you divide the 4 hour by 3 to 5. So if you divide the 4 hour by, I don't know, 4, you'll go down to the hourly, right? So you would judge what's going on in the 4 hour bars. Like, look at this here. This is going crazy. And be like, all right, then you would draw your levels in here. Okay. So the relatable time frame would be the hourly. So boom, I will go down the hourly just to see what's going on in my 4 hour, because 4 hourly bars equal one of your 4 hour bars. So you'd be like, all right, this is what's going on in that bar. So you'll get a better understanding of what you see in the 4 hour. And if you got the 2 hour trading time frame, divide that by 3 to 5. Then you got the half an hour is the relatable, right? One of the relatables. Then you'll see what's going on. So let's look at it. The 2 hour, I like the 2 hour personally. I like the 2 hour. And oh, look what we got here. Oh yeah. Look what the 2 hours just showed us. Couldn't see this on the daily. Couldn't see this on the daily. Ooh. I was just looking at it. So things you can't see on the daily, you can see in lower time frames. Some things you can't see in lower time frames, you can see in higher time frames. So you got to be able to know what you're looking for and what to do when you're looking for it. right? So I want to see what's going on in that in this situation right here. Like it looks like we done crossed that important level. It's lit. It's lit. Off she goes. The downtrend has been broken, y'all. Because look what happened. It broke it and it stopped right at support. Because resistance, once broken, becomes support. So now I'm looking for a bounce tomorrow. More bounce to the ounce tomorrow. More bounce to the ounce tomorrow. Yo, if y'all got any calls tomorrow, any calls, they gonna print. Them calls gonna print tomorrow. Okay. You heard it here first. Your boy said it here first. If you got calls and oh man, come on, dog. I should have what's the name? Man, unbelievable. My bad, y'all. I got a call and make sure my YouTube is still streaming. Okay, we good, we good. So back to what I was saying. Remember what I was just saying, y'all, how you know how the downtrend is over? Yeah, it looks like we got action. Mm-hmm. It looks like we got action, y'all. It did. It done broke that important level. And now let me go down to the relatable time frame and see how much pressure is on that red bar. Because it don't look like a lot of pressure on this red bar here. Y'all see that? When you see a bar like this, it's not a lot of buying or selling. Buyers and sellers are pretty much in agreement right there, right? Because if not, the red bar would be bigger or it'd be a big green bar. But it's a, it's, you know what I'm saying? So they're pretty much equilibrium until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning gonna be litty because I got me some calls I was about to sell today. I said, I think it got strength to bust through um that level. And I'm gonna show y'all how and where I got that idea from as far as what made me hold on to the trade. And I told you I was gonna give you all that at the end. But yesterday, if y'all tuned in, I gave y'all a preview of what I thought was gonna happen today because I had already charted this out. And I said on a daily, I said, boom. I said, look what we got here. We have this triangle here, right? Y'all see that triangle? Forget that's a little trend line thingy I had. But this line, this triangle, you'll see the triangle once I go down in time frame. So stuff you can't see in the daily, you'll see more clearly here. So boom. We had that major level and we had a triangle here. Lower highs, higher lows, forming a triangle. And it started getting started getting skinny. Once it gets in here and starts narrowing its range, it's either going to break, and it was right here. So let's go down to the relatable, which is a half an hour. What happened for me, I took calls right here because this is a level. You don't see it here. I erased it, but this is a level right here. I can draw it. Let's draw it. Y'all see why that's a level? Price went up and stopped here. Went up, came down. Now it's resistance. Went up and stopped here. Hit this trend line, bounce, rejected. All right. So right here, where I seen this pin bar at a support level, because I took profit here the day before. Well, that morning, because I was here. I bought a call here, took profit here, and waited for it to fall. So when it fell here, I did a call here yesterday. So I took profit here yesterday, end of the day, did the call here. And if you tapped into Cheef and Chart, like I said, hit that notification bell so you get notified. But this is what I said yesterday. I said it's either going to break down, because this is what happens when price starts messing around and getting skinny in a structure. I start finagling around in this tight structure. At the end of the day, it's either going to do one of two things. It's either going to break through it or break down. My probability edge said pin bar at a support level plus I see, and this is what I'm going to talk about right now. I might as well get right into it. I see momentum divergence. So this blue fast line on the MACD, because the MACD is, the MACD is a good momentum indicator. They have several of them, but whatever one you want to use, you can use that. So this right here showed a new high. So in comparison to the last swing, which is down here. So right here, it's down. The bar is red at a support. It's coming down, but the MACD blue line has a new high compared to right here. So what that's telling me is that there's momentum to the upside here. So that was confirmation for me saying that this pin bar at this support, at that squeeze of the structure, new high in the MACD at the same time, this is going to bounce. You're not going to be 100% right, but this is why you use all these tools out of your toolbox. And I just gave y'all one of mine. So I said, damn, new high in the MACD, pin bar at support. I'm doing a call right there. It's going to bust through. What happened today? Y'all see what happened today. This is today. Right? And I see it again. This is why I stayed in the trades. I told y'all why I stayed in the trade. I was going to take profit. But if you see this momentum going up, like momentum divergence, right? Momentum divergence, you've seen this down bar, but a new high in the MACD, that's bullish. So when it got here and it acted like it wanted to come back down, I looked again. Look, new high in the MACD on a down bar. That's bullish. I'm buying that weakness. So I bought another contract. Look what happened. I'm still in it. Why? Look at the MACD. Around a new high-ish type time with a down bar. That's bullish. So I'm still in the trade. And this is shout out to having time on your contracts. I'm giving y'all the gems right now. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, man. It's Cheef and Charts. You heard? You never seen nothing like this ever in your life, in the world, ever, ever, ever. Never again either. You heard me? But this is what we doing. So let me show y'all how that's playing out in my stock, because that's the SPY. I seen all that in the SPY. And I told y'all, a lot of times out of 10, what's happening in the SPY is happening in the rest of the market. Okay? So I'm trading Altria. So boom, as y'all can see, I got this already charted out and all that. My trading time frame, let's start the daily. Because you know how we do. We start at daily, and I got it all, I got it labeled and all that. You feel me? So boom. Hold on, let me see if I can reset the chart. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this the daily. And once again, it looked like the SPY. It was on a downtrend, and the last pivot high is right here, and I have it labeled. The last pivot high of the downtrend, important level. It broke it. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. 43. You could say 43.80. We had 44.23. That level has broken. Actually, you know what? Yeah. So on the daily, that level is broken on the daily. So I'm like, okay, I like it. Right. And what else we got here? Let me show y'all what else we got here. What else we got here? Red bar weakness with a new high in the MACD. What is that? It's bullish. That's called momentum divergence. You have upward momentum with a downward bar. So it's showing you that there's momentum to the upside. So don't be fooled by the red bar. You want to buy that red bar. You want to buy that weakness. By the way, this ain't financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now let's go down to my trading time frame. So just like in the SPY, it was finagling around in this tight area. And it looks just like the SPY. So what happened was I took profit here, right? Wait for it to come down, because I did a call here. I did a call. Let's go down. Was I doing a 2 hour on this John? I might have been trading in half an hour. Yeah, I think I was trading in a half an hour that day. So what happened was I took a call here, took profit here, waited for it to drop, and did a call here. So it went through, because I like to get into my plays at the end of the day. So now I like to, because I noticed that my emotional threshold, I don't like to see, even though I know I'm still trusting my edge, right? So it's like I know what I see it's gonna do, but I'm still learning this stock, should I say, because I just started trading this stock about a week ago, and all stocks don't move the same. This is why people tell you to learn your stock. because you want to know what levels it respects. Do it violate levels on a like often? So then you'll know, like, all right, this like these lines ain't, this stock don't hold support lines cleanly, or maybe it does. So I'm still learning this stock, and this stock is it's a bit interesting. I'm gonna just say that. Um, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just tell you, this stock could move 20 cents above or below the support, potential support, or potential resistance areas. As you can see here, it's a habitual line stepper. I forgot what movie that's from, but yo, it's a habitual line stepper. Like, look how much it violated this level. Like it held it here, but right here, look, from 50 cent to 30, that's 20 cents out of the level. So look at this one. How far out of this level? From 30 to, see, 20 cents. So I'm learning my stock. I know it can move 20 to 30 cents out of the area. You got to learn your stock. All of them don't move the same. But as far as probabilities of these structures, those have a level of predictability. So I said when price goes in these structures like this triangle, because you got to draw your structures in your trading time frame and in your relatable, so you know what's going on. And I say, yo, look at that. It's about to either bust through and reject, which it did, or break down. It got to do one or the other. So I see strength. I see strength because it done broke through this major level. All right. And on top of that, I see, let's go to the 2 hour. What do I see? This line compared to this line is higher, right? New high. Weakness. I'm buying any weakness when there's a new high in the MACD. That's momentum divergence. Okay. When there's momentum convergence, you want to buy any weakness, right? Like, let me see, where's a good example? Like, no, what I mean, no, let me back up. What I want to show you is how to look for when it's the opposite, when it's about to go down and there's a momentum divergence. So if it's up and you see a new low, so you see a new low, where we at? New low. This stuff is a good example, except maybe back here on the downtrend tip. Yeah. So boom. Okay, here we go. All right. So check this out. New low. new low, right? Compared to back here, new low in the MACD. So go straight up. You got a green bar. Look at all that. That'll throw somebody off, right? But we got a new low. Look what happened after maybe a few days, like a tank drop, and kept going. We'll try it, but look. You feel me? So look, new low, but we got a green bar. Look what happened after that. You know what I'm saying? So there you have that on a downtrend. The reverse. You see a green bar, but there's a new low in the MACD. That's not a good sign, right? Or new low. Well, got the same, but it's lower than up here, right? Low. All this green. Somebody probably would have bought in here, but look what happened after that. So momentum convergence, divergence. Yeah. So when you see a new high but a red bar, you want to buy into the weakness. So if I see this new high, I'm going to wait for this red bar to keep dropping. I wanted to wait. I'm not going to catch a falling knife, but I seen momentum. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for it to finish doing what it's going to do, and then I'm going to catch it. This is my trading time frame. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, let me go to this half an hour and see what I can see. Like, oh, okay. Boom. It fell, tried, came down, then pin bar at a support. Boom. Pin bar at support. I like pin bars at support. Right? So you can, you got all these tools, but this MACD will help you, because I don't even have any levels drawn in here. So not if I had levels in there and structures. Yeah. But make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. You dig? It's your man Don Bucks. Keep chiefing. Keep charging.